we will discuss about intelligence. So, intelligence word is derived from the Latin word intelligere, means to understand. First thing is the introduction of intelligence. As you know, we all are different from each other. Maybe in the skill, maybe in the knowledge, maybe in the understanding, maybe in the problem solving capacity, maybe in the adjusting the environment. हर पर्सन दूसरे पर्सन से डिफरेंट है, चाहे वो एडजस्टमेंट कैपेसिटी हो, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग कैपेसिटी हो, थिंकिंग हो, रेशनलाइजेशन हो, whatever. So it is known as the intelligence. Means every individual is having the different ideas, understanding capacities, adapting the different types of the abilities in the new environment, other things, reasoning, problem solving, and whatever. So these all are about the just introduction about the intelligence. Ki according to the behalf of the IQ level, every individual is different from each other. In your class, all students from different from each other. कुछ स्टूडेंट जल्दी आंसर देते हैं, कुछ कम देर में दे पाते हैं, कुछ एनवायरनमेंट को अच्छे से अडेप्ट कर लेते हैं, कुछ नहीं कर पाते हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम को जल्दी सॉर्ट आउट कर लेते हैं, कुछ नहीं कर पाते हैं. सो मेनी थिंग्स. हर बच्चा एक दूसरे से अलग अलग है. यही उसका इंटेलिजेंस है. ये किसके आधार पर होता है? ये हमारे आईक्यू लेवल के आधार पर होता है. नाउ दीस आर अबाउट द इंट्रोडक्शन. सेकंड इज द डेफिनेशन. Definition is, it is a general global capacity to capability to reason, solve the problem, think abstractly, learn and understand the new material, and profit from the past experience. It's the general mental ability how to think, how to give the reason, how to solve the problem, and how to learn from the past experience. इट इज द इंटेलिजेंसी. इंटेलिजेंसी मीन्स कि आप किस प्रकार से प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट आउट करते हैं, किस प्रकार से सोचते हैं, किस प्रकार से अपना डिसीजंस लेते हैं, और व्हाट एवर यू आर लर्निंग फ्रॉम द पास्ट एक्सपीरियंस, इट इज नोन एज द इंटेलिजेंसी. सेकंड डेफिनेशन इज द अकॉर्डिंग टू द वेस्टलर 1944, these are the intelligence is the global capacity of the individual. It we can say it is the all round capacity of the individual, act purposefully, think rationally, and deal effectively with the environments. Whatever you are doing, it should be purposeful, think rationally and the logically, and whatever you want to do, it should be you should deal your work in an effective manner from the environment. It is known as the intelligence. And other sense, according to the bird, it is the innate, general, and the cognitive abilities, whatever. Next was the types of intelligence. First is the introduction, second is the definition, third point was the types of intelligence. So according to the Sternberg hierarchy theory, intelligence is divided into the three types: as the analytical, creative, and the practical. First is the analytical, second is the creative, and last was the practical intelligence. First is analytical intelligence. In this, academic problem solving. Second is the calculations, reasoning, problem solving, comparison from each other. All these things, when we are analyzing in any situation, then it is known as the analytical intelligence. In this, it is included like as the problem solving skill of the individual. Next is the calculations, holding the informations, convert the information into particular encode means like as the symbol and the sign. And next is the calculation, mental calculation, comparison of the different situation, comparison of the different objects, whatever. So these all are known as the analytical intelligence. Analytical intelligence means when we are analyzing any situations, any things, then it is known as the analytical intelligence. It included problem solving capacity, calculations, arithmetic, differentiations, comparison, all these things. Second was the creative intelligence. When we are creating the new things, then it is known as when we are able to creating the new things from their own ideas, from their our ideas, then it is known as the creative intelligence. So creative intelligence means it develops from the insight. We are having some insight to do something new, then it is known as the creative intelligence. जैसे कि जब छोटे छोटे बच्चे होते हैं तो वो क्या करते हैं, जैसे पेपर दिया, पेपर से कभी एरोप्लेन बनाते हैं, कभी पानी का जहाज बनाते हैं, कभी डॉल्स बनाते हैं, all these things, they are having the insight to do something new things, then it is known as the creative intelligence. So creative intelligence means जब कोई भी इंडिविजुअल कुछ नया क्रिएट करता है अपने नॉलेज के आधार पर, अपने इंसाइट के आधार पर, then it is known as the creative intelligence. It involves insight, synthesis, and able to react in the novel situation. When you are having the different situations, then you are creating something new things, then it is known as the creative intelligence. Next was the practical intelligence. Practical intelligence means when any individual is doing any work in a real world, when doing any work in a real world, then it is known as the practical intelligence. Means whatever you are having, you are doing in a practical manner. Whatever you are seeing for in the nursing, you are in the class, you are thinking about you are getting the lecture from your teachers about the bed making, how to bed making, nail care, oral care, hair care, back care, and the different types of the procedure. When you are after learning this procedure, when you are doing this procedure in the ward on the patient, then it is known as the practical intelligence. Practical intelligence means whatever you are having, whatever you are learning, then you are doing that things in a real world, then it is known as the practical intelligence. Next is, these all are the three types of the intelligence according to the Sternberg. Next is the according to the Gardner. It is classified into the 8 types. First is the linguistic, second is the mathematical, and logical, third is the septial, next is the musical, next was the body kinesthetic, body, after the body kinesthetic, intrapersonal, and the last was naturalistic intelligence. So first is the linguistic intelligence. It included our reading process, writing, listening, and the talking. Second was the logical and the mathematical intelligence. It included how to solve the problem, how to calculate, how to solve the puzzles, each and everything. And these are included for the arithmetic calculations that are included in the mathematical and the logical. Suppose जैसे कि mathematical 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 2 subtract minus 2, what? 2 minus 2, 2 divided by 2, what? So these all are the mathematical and different types of the puzzles we are solving. Then it is known as the mathematical and the logical problem solving. First is the linguistic. In the linguistic, we are including both the reading, writing, talking, whatever. Second is the mathematical and the logical. In the mathematics, जितनी भी मैथ्स की कैलकुलेशन है, जिसमें प्लस है, माइनस है, डिवाइडेशन है, multiplication है, whatever. And second, the logical, different types of the puzzles, driving proof, whatever. So these all are known as the mathematical and the logical intelligence. Next was the septial intelligence. Septial intelligence means when we are moving from the one location to the another location. जब हम एक लोकेशन से दूसरी लोकेशन में जाते हैं तो उसके बारे में अंडरस्टैंडिंग करना, इट इज नोन एज द सेप्टियल इंटेलिजेंस, यानी कि ओरिएंटेशन अबाउट द स्पेस एंड द ओरिएंटेशन ऑफ द वन प्लेस टू द अनदर प्लेस. नेक्स्ट वाज द म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस. म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस मींस when we are listening the music, after listening the music we are identifying it is in the music we know about the rhythm, volume, pitch, sound, composing, all these things. When we are identifying all these things like the rhythm, pitch, sound, composing, rhythm, वॉल्यूम, ऑल दिस थिंग्स, दैट इज नोन एज द म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस. जैसे कि हम जब कोई गाना सुनते हैं तो गाना सुनने के बाद हम कहते हैं कि ये मोहम्मद रफी का गाना है, इसको इस म्यूजिक को इसने कंपोज किया है, व्हाटएवर. फिर हमने एक दूसरा गाना सुना, फिर हमने उस गाने को देख के बताया कि ये लता मंगेशकर का गाना है. इट इज नोन एज द म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस. म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस मींस आफ्टर लिसनिंग द म्यूजिक व्हेन वी आर आइडेंटिफाई अबाउट द कंपोजिंग, वर्ड्स, वॉल्यूम, पिच, rhythm, all these things, that is known as the musical intelligence. Next was the body kinesthetic intelligence. It involves the using of the body parts. When we are using of the body parts to explain anything, for doing anything, then it is known as the body kinesthetic intelligence. The body kinesthetic intelligence, it means when we are using for our body parts for doing any work in a purposeful manner, then it is known as the body kinesthetic intelligence. In the body kinesthetic, like as the surgeon, like as the doctor, nurses, cook, player, swimmer, whatever. So these all are work in a purposeful manner, effective manner. So it is known as the body. They are doing their upper activities, their body language in a purposeful manner, a effective manner. They are doing their work in a effective manner. Then it is known as the body kinesthetic intelligence. Body kinesthetic intelligence means it involves the use one's self body parts for the perform the skillful and the purposeful movement. When any individual is using their body part in a purposeful movement, effective movement, and the skillful movement, then it is known as the body kinesthetic intelligence. It includes like the dancer, cricketer, surgeon, doctor, nurses. Means they are using their body parts for a skillful manner, purposeful manner, whatever. Next was the interpersonal intelligence. Interpersonal intelligence means it involves the understanding of self and insight. When any individual is understanding to his thoughts, ideas, opinion, then it is known as the interpersonal intelligence. जब कोई भी इंडिविजुअल अपने विचारों को, अपने आइडियाज को, अपनी ओपिनियंस को, खुद अपने इमोशंस को समझता है, इट इज नोन एज द इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस. जैसे कि कोई भी स्टूडेंट्स अपने वीक पॉइंट्स के बारे में, अपनी स्ट्रेंथ के बारे में, अपने लिमिटेशंस के बारे में, इफ ही नो ईच एंड एवरीथिंग, ही इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग टू हिमसेल्फ, देन इट इज नोन एज द इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस. जब कोई भी अपने आप को समझता है तो उसको इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस कहते हैं, और जब हम दूसरों को समझते हैं, देन इट इज नोन एज द इंट्रापर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस. When any individual is understanding the thoughts, ideas, opinion, views, emotions of the others, then it is known as the intrapersonal intelligence. I am repeated again. Intrapersonal intelligence means when any individual is understanding about the self, then it is known as the intrapersonal. Or interpersonal means when any individual is understanding the others, then it is known as the interpersonal intelligence. जैसे कि क्लास में तो कोई बच्चा अपनी स्ट्रेंथ के बारे में, वीकनेस के बारे में, लिमिटेशंस के बारे में, आइडियाज के बारे में, ओपिनियंस के बारे में समझता है, तो इट इज नोन एज द इंट्रापर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस. और जब क्लास में टीचर एवरी स्टूडेंट्स के वीक पॉइंट्स, स्ट्रेंथ, कैपेसिटीज, उसके इमोशंस, उसके आइडियाज को समझता है, दैट इट इज नोन एज द इंटरपर्सनल इंटेलिजेंस. नेक्स्ट वाज द नेचुरलिस्टिक intelligence. When any individual, it involves the ability to understand the environment and the work effectively with the natural world. क्योंकि जब हम किसी भी environment में को समझते हैं, उसमें वर्क करते हैं, देन इट इज नोन एज द नेचुरलिस्टिक इंटेलिजेंस। मीन्स ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के कारण वहां पर जो भी जलीय जंतु, जो भी एनिमल्स रहते हैं, उनके बिहेवियर में चेंज देखने को मिलता है, देन इट इज नोन एज द naturalistic intelligence. Right now, due to the coronavirus, animals' behavior are changing. Then it is known as the naturalistic intelligence. In the naturalist, it included the biologist and the zoologist also. Biologist and the zoologist both are also. When we are doing in this, जब कोई भी इंडिविजुअल नेचुरल वर्ल्ड के साथ, नेचुरल एनवायरनमेंट के साथ डील करता है, इफेक्टिवली रूप से वर्क करता है, then it is known as the naturalistic intelligence. Next was the these are the types of the intelligence according to the Sternberg and the Gardner. These are the first is the analytical intelligence, second is the creative intelligence, next was the practical intelligence according to the Sternberg, and according to the Gardner, these are the linguistic intelligence, second is the logical and the mathematical intelligence, next is the septial intelligence, analytical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic and musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, and last was the naturalistic intelligence. Next topic was the theory of intelligence. Theory of intelligence. First is the psychometric analytical theory. It included first is the Spearman two-factor theory. According to the Spearman, analyzed the child performance. He analyzed the performance of the child of the various tests that are included two tests, especially the G, meaning general ability, S means special ability. According to the Spearman, he started the performance test on the children and analyzed the two things. First is the G and second is the S. G general ability is common in each and every individual, and we can differentiate to every individual on the behalf of the special ability. So, according to the theory, Spearman factor analyzed that it resolved the children performance test on the various tests and identify the consideration that he included every intellectual ability have the two factors. First, every individual activity is the two factors. These are the G and E, general factor, the general ability, and S is the special ability. Next was the Thurston primary mental ability. According to Thurston primary mental ability, it is also known as the PMA, primary mental ability model, a primary mental ability test. He included first is the septial, next is the numerical, next is the perceptual speed after the numerical reasoning, next is the verbal meanings, next is the word fluency, after it the memory and inductive reasoning also. First is the septial. Septial means when any individual is identifying the septial relationship. Septial relationship means जैसे I told you septial intelligence means क्या होता है कि जब हम एक स्पेस के बारे में स्टडी करते हैं या एक लोकेशन से दूसरी लोकेशन की स्टडी करते हैं या उसको अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं, then it is known as the septial intelligence. तो जब कोई भी इंडिविजुअल septial relationship को रिकॉग्नाइज करता है, then it is known as septial. Next is the perceptual speed. It means how to quick to perceive any situation when you are having a different object and different object को आप किस प्रकार से perceive करते हैं, किस प्रकार से understand करते हैं on the behalf of the sense organ, that it is known as the perceptual speed. Second is the numerical reasoning. Numerical reasoning means ability to quick calculations of the numerical and the also puzzles. जैसे कि हम जो भी puzzles रखते हैं, जो भी numericals होते हैं, उसको अपन कितनी जल्दी अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं और अंडरस्टैंड करने के बाद उसको कितनी जल्दी शॉर्ट आउट कर सकते हैं. Next was the verbal meaning, understanding of the meaning of the words. We are having the different words maybe in the different languages, then how we can understand and how we can understand the concept of that particular words, then it is known as the verbal meaning. Next was the word fluency. When we are speaking the word, on that time we should identify, when you are talking to anyone, on that time with the help of the word fluency you can identify what are the differentiations between the words and what are the meanings of the words, then it is known as the word fluency. Next was the memory. In this memory we can know about the immediate memory, iconic memory, echoic memory, retrospective memory, prospective memory, short term memory, long term memory, whatever, it is known as the memory. And last was the inductive reasoning. Next is the sutis or the theory. Next was the Jean Piaget. We have discussed about the two theories. These first is the Spearman two-factor theory. According to the Spearman theory, we are repeated again, general ability and the mental special abilities. Second is the Thurston theory. According to the Thurston theory, we are having the, in this Thurston theory, primary mental abilities are identified. In this primary mental abilities, first is the septial. It included septial intelligence, perceptual speed, numerical reasoning, verbal reasoning, word fluency, memory, inductive reasoning, whatever. Next was the assessment of intelligence. Assessment of assessment of the intelligence. Assessment of the intelligence is done first is by the Binet-Simon test. According to the Binet-Simon test, IQ is equal to MA upon CA multiplied by 100. Binet-Simon test. According to the Binet-Simon test, intelligence quotient यानी कि IQ is equal to MA upon CA multiplied by 100. First is the MA. MA means mental age. CA means chronological age. Multiplied by 100. MA means mental age. CA means chronological age multiplied by 100. First we know what is the mental age. For knowing about the mental age, हमको क्या करते हैं कि according to the age of the individual, हम उसी के according कुछ क्वेश्चन सेटअप किए जाते हैं जिसमें परफॉर्मेंस, अर्थमेटिक, कैलकुलेशंस, पिक्चर डिजाइंस, पिक्चर कंपटीशंस, whatever. Second, it is known. Then on the behalf of that score of the test, we can know about the mental age of anyone. Second is the chronological age from the birth to the present. From the birth to the present date, those age will come. It is known as the chronological age multiplied by 100. For example, if any individual his mental age is 20, chronological age is 20 multiplied by 100, then his IQ level is 100. This is a simple formula. IQ यानी कि intelligence quotient, MA means mental age, CA means chronological age multiplied by 100. MA निकालने के लिए हम जिस पर्सन की मेंटल एज जानना है उसको उसी के अकॉर्डिंग परसेप्चुअल स्पीड, न्यूमेरिकल रीजनिंग, कैलकुलेशंस, वर्ड फ्लुएंसी, इंग्लिश, ग्रामर, स्पेलिंग, ब्लॉक डिजाइंस, पिक्चर कंप्लीशंस, इन टॉपिक्स के आधार पर एक क्वेश्चन पेपर सेट किया जाए और एक पर्टिकुलर उसमें टाइमिंग रखा जाता है. सेकेंडरी थिंग्स, उस टाइमिंग के बेस पर उसका जो स्कोर आता है उसको हम मेंटल एज में रखते हैं. क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज किसी भी इंडिविजुअल की जो वास्तविक आयु होती है उसको हम क्रोनोलॉजिकल एज कहते हैं मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. उसके बेस पर जो भी आंसर आता है उसको हम पेशेंट का आईक्यू लेवल के नाम से उसको जानते हैं. इट इज नोन एज द बिनेट साइमन टेस्ट. Binet Simon test in the 1905, which is known as the Alfred Binet, about the concept of the mental age. Second is the terminal classification. It is the Binet Simon test. IQ equal to m upon c multiplied by 100. Next is the terminal classification. According to the terminal classification, we divided the IQ in the different terms. First is the if any individual is IQ level is 0 to 25, then it is known as the idiot. If IQ level is 26 to 50, it is known as the imbecile. 51 to 70, it is known as the moron. Next is the borderline is 71 to 80, and next is the low normal 81 to 90, normal 90 to 100. Next is the superior 100 to 120. Very superior is 121 to 130, and last is the genius is the 140 or more than 140, more than 140. It means जिस पर्सन का जितना IQ है उसी के अकॉर्डिंग को कैटेगराइज किया गया। अगर कोई पर्सन कहते हैं कि हम कोई पर्सन जीनियस है, जीनियस मीन्स उसका अप्रोक्सीमेट जो उसका IQ लेवल है वो 140 या मोर देन 140 से ज्यादा होगा। और मान लो अगर कोई इंडिविजुअल हम कहते हैं कि हमारा स्टूडेंट्स एवरेज है, बिलो एवरेज है, इडियट है, मोरॉन है, एम्बिसाइल है, इट मींस these all are vague. Moron, idiot, imbecile, genius, normal, below normal. These all are having the different IQ level, and according to their different IQ level, his or her thinking, problem solving capacity, purposeful activities, act, each and everything will be different, and we can know what this type of these IQ level like as a 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 and 140 on the behalf of the Binet Simon test means IQ is equal to MA upon CA multiplied by 100. Next was the first is the Binet Simon test, second is the terminal classification, next is the Wechsler adult intelligence test. In the Wechsler adult intelligence test, what Wechsler intelligence test is the best standard test. In this, he divided the two scale. The first scale is construction of the test included two things. In these things, he formed the 5 subtests of the verbal subtest and 6 of the performance. यानी कि जब वेस्टलर एडल्ट इंटेलिजेंस स्किल निकाला गया तो उसने जब टेस्ट को फॉर्मेशन किया तो उसने 2 सबसेट बनाए। पहला था वर्बल और दूसरा था परफॉर्मेंस। वर्बल में उसने वर्बल जो परफॉर्मेंस थी, जो वर्बल था, वर्बल को उसको निकालने के लिए उसने 6 टेस्ट को इंक्लूड किया और परफॉर्मेंस में उसने 5 टेस्ट रखे। फर्स्ट इज द वर्बल स्किल, इसमें इंफॉर्मेशन, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, अर्थमेटिक, कैलकुलेशन, सिमिलरिटीज, डिजिट स्पैन, व्हाटएवर। एंड द परफॉर्मेंस में पिक्चर कंप्लीशंस, ब्लॉक डिजाइन, पिक्चर का अरेंजमेंट्स, ऑब्जेक्ट असेंबली एंड द डिजिट सिंबल्स. So these all are about the Wechsler's adult intelligence test. In the Wechsler adult intelligence test, 2 tests are performed, 2 subsets are formed. First is the verbal, second is the performance. Verbal में 6 टाइप के टेस्ट किए जाते हैं, 5 प्रकार के टेस्ट किए जाते हैं। जो 6 प्रकार के जो टेस्ट हैं इसमें आपका है इंफॉर्मेशन, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, सेकंड इज अर्थमेटिक, सिमिलरिटीज, डिजिट स्पैन, व्हाटएवर। परफॉर्मेंस ओनली 5 टाइप के टेस्ट किए जाते हैं, पिक्चर कंप्लीशंस, ब्लॉक डिजाइन, पिक्चर कंप्लीशंस, अर्थमेटिक एंड ऑब्जेक्ट असेंबली, व्हाटएवर. नेक्स्ट इज द यूज ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस टेस्ट in the selections, in the academic performance. Second is the different types of classifications in the assessment for the promotions on the behalf of the skill, knowledge, problem solving capacities. We can promote the individual in the academic area, in the job, in the special fields, whatever. Next is the provide the guidance. Those individuals having the good knowledge, having the good problem solving skill, capacities, think rationally, understand the problems of the others, adjust in the new environment, then he can provide the guidance to the others. Next is the improving the learning process for the diagnosis, and last was the research work. Next is the alterations in the intelligence, so learning difficulties, learning disabilities, and the gifted children. Last was the if. So these are about the intelligence. If the error in the intelligence occur, then the child is having the mental retardations. If the error in the intelligence, the child is having the mental retardations, and in the mental retardations is the four types. These are the mild, moderate, severe, and profound. When the IQ level is 50 to 70, then it is known as the mild mental retardations. Next is the 50 to 35, moderate mental retardation. Next is the 35 to 20, severe mental retardations. And last was the 20 and the below 20, it is the profound mental retardations. It is the so when the error in the intelligence, alteration in the intelligence, then the learning disabilities. Second is the mention carries in the mentally retarded. It may be mild mentally retarded, moderate mentally retarded, severe mentally retarded, profound mentally retarded. The child is having the mild mentally retarded on the time their IQ level is from the between 50 to 70. अगर वो मॉडरेट मेंटली रिटार्डेड है तो उसका जो IQ लेवल है वो 50 से 35 के बीच में होगा. सीवियर मेंटली रिटार्डेड है तो 35 से 20 के बीच में होगा. प्रोफाउंड मेंटली रिटार्डेड है तो उसका जो IQ लेवल है वो 20 से 20 से कम होगा. इट इज द अल्टरेशंस ऑफ द intelligence. So these all are about the intelligence. We are summarizing my topic. First is the in this class we discuss about the intelligence, the introductions, definitions, types of the intelligence. We have on the Sternberg and the Gardner, Sternberg, analytical, practical, and creative intelligence, and the Gardner, logical and the mathematical intelligence. Second is the septial intelligence, musical intelligence, whatever. Next is the theories of the intelligence, Spearman two-factor theory. Second is the Thurston theory, and next was the assessment of the theory. Sorry, assessment of the intelligence. The assessment of the intelligence we discussed. I told you about the first is the Binet-Simon test. In the Binet-Simon test, IQ is equal to MA upon CA multiplied by 100. Second, the Terman classification. In the Terman classification, the IQ at the level, and according to the Terman classifications, according to the dividation of the IQ, genius, normal, below normal, moron, imbecile, idiot, whatever. Next is the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Test. In the Wechsler Adult Intelligence Test, two subjects are performed. First is for the 6 for the verbal skill, and 5 test for the performance test. In the verbal test, these are the comparison, similarities, arithmetics, whatever. And in the performance test, like is the block design, picture designs, picture completions, whatever. And last was the alterations in the intelligence in this gifted children, and last was the learning disability and also mental retardation. These are the mild, moderate, severe, and the profound. So these all are about the intelligence. Thank you. Can you